Welcome to Dance with Disease. My name is Ren. In 2016, my index finger started wiggling, which is great if you're training a dog, but I don't have a canine companion. And then the word Parkinsons came into my life. I knew from the beginning that this was not the downward spiral of doom as guaranteed by the brochures, but a kick in the ass to look at my life and change. This podcast is dedicated to sharing my magical journey of healing through trying every alternative therapy imaginable. Thanks for joining me. Let's dance.
Good morning. Friends, it's 5:14 a.m. on June 7th, 2022. And this is the BTS 1000 experiment with Ren. But this is really about the BTS 1000. The name of this device is hilarious. How's it going for you? What are you up to? What are you doing up so early? It's 5:14 a.m. What are you doing watching a video? Life is going pretty damn good. I have a group of clients. They're all Course in Miracles students. They're computer clients. Women in their 70s. And they are wonderful. They're loving, kind, spiritually driven, and relentless in their quest for spiritual growth, which is awesome. Because so am I. This is a spiritual existence. We watched a 28-minute sort of documentary about Billy Graham's teachings. In the past, I had some judgment about that guy, but the whole evangelical Christian approach that Jesus is the only way. It's a little hard to get down with, but I certainly agree with most of the sentiment. But yeah, opening your heart, or Jesus come into my heart. That's what I'm into. I'm into opening my heart to love, to not being afraid. I think this is a piece of the puzzle, although maybe the people that are the developers of the BTS 1000 are maybe not quite as... I think there's a connection. The body-mind connection is undeniable, and that things that happen in the body or manifestations are what's happening in the mind and the heart, and that it's possible that this is shaking my heart open, because I'm noticing that I can forget about, if I forget about the time. So for example, the other day I was in the attic past the time when I was supposed to take my medication. The sky didn't fall. I didn't get I didn't get super shaky. But I did okay. I did good. So I think that the mind piece, the mind and the heart. Shake this stuff open. good session. Stayed fairly focused, fairly relaxed. There we go. I'm sleeping really well. I learned yesterday that my father lucid dreams, consciously lucid dreams. He does it for more practical, material things like working out mechanical problems. But I guess he's done it his entire life. And it is interesting to see my father and my parents in a really positive light, or see them for who they are rather than the negative projections I had on them. And that's happened because of this experience. Profound. So good. So good. And to learn that I have the same intuition as my dad, that the dream state, if the dream state is a large portion of our lives, to use that for our own growth. I mean, my intentions are different, of course, but the essence is the same, that it's a useful time when if the brain isn't resting regardless, then the brain can be working on problems that I think are also valid, of problems or situations that I think are going to be useful for me as well. Yeah. It's so nice to be able to see the good in my parents, in me. So nice. Like my mom's resilient. Oh boy, is she resilient. I am too. And is it that I am resilient, or my mother is resilient, or we've tapped into the resilience that humans have? Because humans throughout history have had, when tested, are very resilient. When they allow themselves to be, when they tap into that inner fountain of resilience. Man, I love my bicycle. The electric bicycle is amazing. And you have an electric bicycle that's put together for me, not me having to do it myself, with great range. And like yesterday, I had this client. I've got some great friends. So my clients are Course in Miracles friends. This trifecta of really wonderful women in their 70s. And they hire me to coach them with their computers, because it's a different language, and unless you're familiar with the language, I remember being, when I first returned to Canada from living overseas in my early 30s, computers had just started infiltrating the psyche of the planet, or the psyche of the people in my realm, I should say. And I had this computer, and I wanted to do all these things with it, and I'd be like, blah! It was so frustrating, because I knew it could do things, but I didn't know how to do it. And so now I have this number of clients that need help, and learning the new language. And they're game, and they're fun, and they're all different, and they're all spiritually minded, and it's wonderful. And they're all very supportive, and yeah, and this wouldn't have happened without these physical symptoms. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's interesting and wonderful to be able to see the good that's come from this experience. My life is so good. It's challenging. But whose life isn't challenging? Even helping my neighbor yesterday, another woman in her 70s. I think she needed help with her bathroom. So I roll over there and help her. And it's wonderful to be helping people. I'm taking out her bamboo growth. Have you ever taken out bamboo? Bamboo is hardy. Its root network is very thick, and yeah, like she's got this, it's a small bamboo growth. It's maybe about 10 or 12 feet by 6 feet. But it's, I'm with the mattock and pickaxe, and I've got this back injury that I can't go too long. I can only go for about half an hour, but I walk over with my mattock and my wheelbarrow. I hack away at this for a little bit, then I walk home, because it's just across the street, so it's wonderful. Yeah, I get a little bit of physical exercise and go back to my bike. Miss Sophia. I love this bicycle. I've loved many bicycles. And yeah, it's nice to be able to enjoy the bicycle, enjoy a well put together bicycle that I didn't have to do myself, that were choices that I would have made myself, and that that hustles along at 30 kilometers an hour. That's really nice. Be able to rip along in the city, well, the town that I live in, without killing myself. That was the 30s, 20s, and 40s. And no longer. I'm now going to easily whistle through life with the help of Miss Sophia. Whew, have a great day. And what are your plans for the day? What are you going to do to invoke calm into yourself?
Thank you for listening to the Dance with Disease podcast. My name is Ren. It's been a pleasure to have you here today. For more podcasts and the films, Dance with Disease, log on to YouTube, Ren the Artist. See you next time.